Aging is a process that does not come with a handbook.
When there is a whole buffet of options of what to do with your aging parent or aging spouse, then we can come in and hold your hand throughout the whole process. It can be a very emotional time, but you have to be clear-headed about it. I just wanted at that time to have a neutral guide, a neutral advocate that really cared about me and my family. I wake up every morning and I'm excited for the day. You're never going to be 100% ready. Just jump in with both feet.
Welcome to our podcast, Connecting is Caring. Connecting is Caring is a podcast of New Way Home Care. We are a home care agency. Our office is in Pasadena. We serve all of Los Angeles County, all the way up to Palm Springs. We connect the resources in the community. We connect the stories within the community. We connect the people who you should know in the community. And I have a wonderful guest today, Francine. And thank you, Francine, for coming on our program today.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Francine, I would like to have the audience get to know you a little bit. So tell me about yourself a little bit.
Yeah, sure. So my full name is Francine Hwang, and I am the owner of Franny Cares. We are a senior advisory firm. So basically what we do is when there is a whole buffet of options of what to do with your aging parent or aging spouse, then we can come in and hold your hand throughout the whole process. And it can be a very emotional time, but you have to be clear-headed about it, and that's where I step in.
How long you lived in South Bay now?
So I think it's officially I was born in Boston and lived there for a really long time, but I think officially I have lived in LA for longer than Boston. And what a jewel of a place that we have. I love living here. It's a small community. It's a little hidden oasis within LA County.
It is always it's beautiful. And if you just look outside, it's so beautiful.
I know. And we're so lucky to live here. And I love serving this community. The South Bay people, like, there's a joke about us. It's like, once we come, we don't leave.
Wonderful. Before you started Franny Care, I mean, you had so many other careers. Tell me about that.
Yeah. So I took a circuitous route to where I am now. I was always in sales and marketing,
Uh-huh.
but for different industries. So tech, high tech, startups, Fortune 500 companies, even consumer product goods. And I realized it was about 7 years ago now. I had my own marketing consulting firm, and the pandemic hit. My clients weren't doing anything, and so I wasn't doing anything. And I said, okay, great, time to blow up my life. And so I took a flyer and applied to this in-home care agency to be their director of community outreach. And that changed my trajectory altogether. I found my passion. I found my calling. I don't have kids, so I'm scared of children, but I can hang out with older adults all day long. And so during my time at the in-home care agency, we doubled the revenue. We surpassed revenue goals every single month. We won a bunch of awards. And then I said to myself, one of the hardest things about in-home care is really finding the right caregivers, finding
Absolutely.
good caregivers. Yes,
Yeah. Absolutely.
And so I left to start Franny Cares, the tech product. What we did is we used AI to match caregivers to jobs. And I did that for 3 years, and I just really missed working with families. So I pivoted the business to be a senior advisory firm, and I love it. I just absolutely love it. And it's really going back to my roots, and it's really doing what I love.
And what really encouraged you to start a Franny Care?
I took care of my father-in-law, and he was living with Alzheimer's. At first, of course, it was mild cognitive impairment, and then it turned into Alzheimer's. And I was on the front lines of his care.
Mm-hmm.
Doctor's appointments, medicines, care, what hospice, what assisted living he should live in. And I found it to be very transactional. I felt like everyone had something to sell. And I just wanted at that time to have a neutral guide, a neutral advocate that really cared about me and my family. And so I decided I wanted to build that for other people. I want to serve the families that are in need, that are so confused and don't know who to turn to and how to do this thing, which is caring for their loved ones.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's trained for that.
Yes. And nobody's prepared for it.
No, never.
Because, it does not come with any handbook of this is how you do it. You have to just learn things on the fly and then hope that you're doing the right thing, right?
Right. And it's such an emotional time and it can be a very expensive time. So you want to make sure that you make the right decision the first time. That's how you would get in touch with me, is that I know the people that do the right job, the good job.
So let me take a step back. You're not a care manager.
I will do care management. It's up to the family.
Up to
So
the family.
it's
Okay.
very bespoke. Everybody asks me, so what does your typical day look like? Or what does your typical client looks like? And it really depends on what the client wants. So if they want me to do care management, I can do that, or I can refer out.
Okay. And likewise, you're not a fiduciary. But you're trying to be the hub that connects the people to the right resources also. Is that right? Did I get it right?
Yes, absolutely. People have joked that I'm the octopus with the 10 arms and I'm juggling all of these things. Yes, in a good way. Yes. And so I meet a lot of times with estate planning attorneys, with fiduciaries, with financial advisors, with care companies. And I juggle everything and make sure that the client's care comes number one.
Francine, I have seen you in action and I have a lot of admiration for what you do and more importantly, how you do it. You do this with so much compassion at heart. I have a question I want to ask you, share some standout moments that you have had with the seniors you served.
I am such a sad sack, but basically yesterday I received one of my clients, the son called me and said their mother was declining and fast.
Oh.
We think it's dementia with Lewy bodies, but she didn't get a formal diagnosis. And so fast forward to today, she's in a wonderful memory care community. And I was just sent a video of her dancing during happy hour.
Thriving.
Yes, thriving. But what it took to get to that point was meetings with financial advisors and estate attorneys and care companies and assisted living companies. And all of those decisions, all of those points, I was with that family. And so it's culminating in this woman thriving with an unfortunate disease, but the family being so happy that she's safe and she's cared for and happy.
I often say this in my meetings, networkings, and things like that. Aging is a process that does not come with a handbook. It doesn't come with an operating manual.
No.
And there are so many things that one doesn't know, and what you don't know is going to hurt you.
Yes.
And that's where I know you should connect with somebody who knows what are the things to do, what are the things not to do, more importantly.
Yes.
And also connect with people who are the right resources for that. And you are the one who are bringing it all together for the community over here. There's so much blessings to what you do. If you want to take a step back and say what people should be planning for when they get into the golden years, they're just racing towards the edge of the cliff, don't know what's in front of them. So what do you want to tell them as, this is how you prepare for what is coming ahead of you?
Yeah, I think the first thing is, like you said, there isn't a manual, there isn't a guidebook, but the first thing is that you don't have to drink water from a fire hose. You can take little chunks of information and digest it in small chunks and go forward in a linear path. I think that when people go onto Google and there are pages and pages of what to do, what not to do, and they get overwhelmed, they have paralysis of analysis, right? And they don't want to take a step forward. And I think what's really important is just having somebody who understands the business of it, because it is a business, is so important. It's the same people that would hire a CPA. They could learn how to do their own taxes, but do you want to spend that time learning all the laws and learning how to do your own taxes? No, you want to delegate these things out because it is our 24/7 hour job to understand this industry and to know who's good and who's not and what to do and what not to do.
There's something else thinking about that I didn't tell you in advance. So I'm going to surprise you with this.
Ooh, I love the surprise.
Okay. So if you are going to have a fireside chat with your younger self, what would you tell her?
I would tell her that everything that you do, even if it's a mistake, leads up to where you're supposed to be. So from my varied career, I still landed in a spot that I love and that I'm passionate about. And I have learned from people and places and jobs all along the way to make me a better person now, a better wife, even a better business owner. And so it's okay to mess up because as long as you learn from it, it's fine.
Who doesn't mess up?
Right.
Right. And that's the best part of life. You have to learn to forgive yourself and then you learn from it and then you move on.
And you never really know how strong you are until you're tested.
Right.
So just jump in with both feet. You're never going to be 100% ready for.
I like that, jump in with both feet because, you have to look at life with excitement,
Yes.
right? It's not something you want to dread about, but you want to jump in with both feet. You're excited about it, move forward. And then you might hit a bump or two, but that's life.
Right.
Right.
Right. I mean, I love what I do. I absolutely love what I do. I wake up every morning and I'm excited for the day. And I know that's rare for a lot of people, but it took me many turns and many pivots to end up where I am now. But you'll get there eventually. Just keep trying.
Wonderful. Francine, if somebody wants to use your services, how do they find you?
You can find me on www.frannycares.com. And the first consultation is free. And I serve everywhere from the West Side down to Orange County, but I also serve people who are out of state.
Francine, this is such a wonderful pleasure to have you on our show. Thank you for coming on our show. It has been an absolute pleasure.
Oh, Sam, you're the best. Thank you so much.